Hello, my fellow Kenyans. Let's try to critically think about the ODM issue. We have two fractions in ODM. One is Linda Mwananchi and the other one is Linda Ground. All these things, there are things that can be solved within the party. This is like a family that has a problem. The husband has a problem, the wife has a problem. Then everyone has gathered their own friends and they're having their own fractions and their own friends explaining or whatever, advising them on what to do. That's not the case over here. The case is very simple. I don't know how we common citizens, whether members of ODM or non-members of ODM, have are used. We've become a playground or playground for their own internal matters that they can just solve on their own. They can solve them on their own, and don't think it will have anything to do with that at all. One thing I want us to know is the ODM has a structure, as many will say, and as many will reiterate on what I'm trying to say. ODM has a structure. ODM has a header party leader, that was Raila Amolo Odinga. By bad luck, he's gone. Then we had the deputy party leader in ODM, that is Osotsi, and then we had other party leaders, different party leaders here and there. By the constitution of ODM, after the demise of Raila Amolo Odinga, the deputy party leader was supposed to take over. That is, Osotsi was supposed to take over as the interim party leader as they wait for the NDC's general elections to elect who will be the next party leader in ODM. So that was as easy as that. It wasn't something that would be so much complicated the way it's complicated until we, common citizens, will be involved in party rankles. It's now becoming like an election, a national election, just because of ODM. The other fraction that is pulling on the other end, the other fraction that is pulling on the other end. And if you clearly look into the utterances of all these fractions, none of this fraction speaks for the people. Only one fraction tends to speak for the people. But what if they're toyed with power? Will they really speak for the people, or they will change the tone and become something different that we've always seen in politicians? But the other fraction is only speaking for their own selfish interest, own selfish personal interest. That is the fraction that is led by Oburu Odinga. When Oburu Odinga says we don't have power, we need power, and he clearly tells us that he must fight for the deputy presidency seat, that is in 2027 general elections. Like, I'll ask Kenyans a question: how does that seat help you and me as common citizens? How will Oburu Odinga becoming the deputy president help you and me? How will it help you and me? Oburu Odinga becoming the Kenyan deputy president, how will it help me and you? It will not help you and me in any way, but it will satisfy his own ambitions and the greediness. So it's about Oburu Odinga, not about us Kenyans. Likes of Gladys Wanga, as they say that hii ng'ombe ni moja itakatwa katikati, who are going to benefit when ng'ombe katwa katikati? ODM ichukue, ODM ichukue, UDA ichukue. Who are benefiting? They are them as individuals who are benefiting. They are them as individuals who are benefiting in that. Me and you, common Wananchi, we won't benefit in that. We won't benefit in that completely. It's them that will benefit in that. So why are we fighting their fight? Why are we fighting their fight? We shouldn't be fighting their fight. They should go back to their own party, get the party structure and leadership, get the party constitution, see what the constitution says, and do it. It's simple. Make Osotsi the party leader, the interim party leader, because that is how the structure should go. Make him the party interim leader, then call for an NDC, make elections, and choose the party the leader that you want to lead the party. That is how it's done. Oburu Odinga remains to be the senator. That is who he is. He had no role in the party, in the ODM party structure. He had no role. He's just a senator. He should continue being a senator and wait for 2027 when the elections, if he'll be elected in the NDC as the party leader, then he will be on the ballot paper in 2027. He can go around campaigning, itisharing watu power, tunataka power. Then people will decide whether they will give him power or not. Okay, he already has power. What has he done for the people as a senator? What has he done for the people of CI? Is it Bondo, CI, whatever? As a senator, what has he done for the people? Has Oburu ever spoken in the Senate and taught, like, a discussion in the Senate, and he's telling 1, 2, 3, 4, as we see other vibrant senators speaking in the Senate? Has he ever? I'm not so sure if he has, because personally I've never heard of him. Maybe I missed a session in the Senate, and that is why I missed him talking to the people. So I can't really have a definitive answer on that. But it's just out of this place. It's just out of this place. And these things can be done better. We can be done better in a very amicable way. Why all this running up and down? All this running up and down? So he can just do that, solve this problem in a very amicable way and in a very simple way. We don't have to use all these resources, all these trucks, all these people, all this money that are here that is issued unto the people for the crowds to form and crowds to gather in different locations for them to talk to them. We can avoid all this embarrassment that we are getting, or they are getting themselves in, just because they want to prove a point. We don't want you to prove a point to us. We want you to do the work we sent you to do. Proving a point to us doesn't make anything. The only way you can prove a point to us is to do that work that we sent you to go and do for us in the Senate, that is in the Parliament, as a governor, whatever leader you are, as a CS. We entrusted you with that job, and that is what we want you to do for us. But kuitisha power, kusema sijui nani na nani wanafanya nini, how does it help the common mwananchi like me and your son and your daughter, grandson, granddaughter, all these people? How does it help us? It does not help us. So ODM, go back to your party structure, go back to your party constitution, and do what you're supposed to do. Make sure that you're following your constitution. If you are unable to follow a very simple party constitution and party agreement, will you be able to lead the country? Will you be able to follow and obey the constitution of this country? Will you be able to do that? Just small things here, and you're already out, breaking every rule. Don't want to obey a very simple party constitution. Now, will you be able to obey the country's constitution if we give it to you? Will you? So all these people are proving to us that they are not worthy the leadership of any leadership in this country. They are proving to us they are not worthy of any leadership in this country. They should go back to their homes, do their stuff in their homes. Yes, that is what they should do, because you're not worthy. You people are angry of power more than you're angry of helping people. Your passion to destroy this country is more than your passion to build this country. Your passion to destroy people is more than your passion to build people, because all you need is money. And if that is the case, it's simple. Anyone who funds you, whether they have good agenda or bad agenda for the country, you still go for it. Because all you need is money in your pockets. All you need is money in your pockets. What about us? What about the well-being of the country? What about the well-being of the citizens of this country? No one thinks about it. And you still want to use us as a playground to show your power and your superiority. We are not coming. We are not playing along. We are not playing along. Hatukuji. Already we have had, is it 2 or 3 people who already succumbed in your political rallies? What for? What for? Time ya kupiga campaign bado itaanza Januari. Is it Feb or January? Feb 2027. Saizi tufanyieni kazi. Saizi mtufanyie kazi. Siasa mtapiga baadaye. Saizi tufanyieni kazi. Tufanyieni kazi jameni. Because we sent you there to work for us. We voted for you in those positions to work for us. But hizi vitu zenye mnafanya, we don't want them now. We don't really want them now. We want to see you work. Let your work speak for you. People like Ndindi Nyoro, they don't need to struggle. They don't need to start explaining to people what they have done. Everyone can see whatever these people have done. Everyone can see what these people have done. But you've not done anything, but you still want us to give you more power. For what? To enslave us? To take everything from us? To destroy us? No, do something. Then come to us and tell us, this is what I've done. You don't even to tell us this is what you've done, because we will be able to see, hear, and even touch what you've done. So it's even simple. Bring your card. What have you done? Then from what you've done, we will measure your ability or check on your ability to do more, and we will entrust you with more power. But if you've done nothing and you're asking for power, who do you think is going to give you that power? Who do you think is going to give you that power? We're not here to just be played with. We want to be responsible to each and everything we're doing. We want responsible leaders. We vote you in, you bring us whatever we voted you for. Bring the change that we're looking for. But before you do anything, you have been in a position to do something. You've not done it, but you're still requesting for more power to do what? So ODM, go back to your house, make your house a better place, follow the rules of your house. Once you are able to follow the rules of your house, then come to us and talk to us. But if you're breaking the rules of your house for your own selfish interests, and you're still blaming your brother, or you're still blaming your wife or your husband for the wrongs that you've done because you don't want to accept that you've done something wrong, and you want to use us as witnesses to the wrongs that you've done, we are not going to follow that. We're not going to fall for that. No, we're not going to fall for that. Not now, not tomorrow, and not in future. Hatutaki hiyo. Na Wakenya wenye mnaona mnafeel kama mimi hamtaki mambo, come forth bana, wacha comment hapo kwenye comment section, na finya hiyo ni subscription, na ufinye kale kengele pale, so that every time we're having these strong discussions you're part of it. Ama ni aje? You're part of it. Let's move together because we want a better Kenya. Bye.